Hey, crypto peeps, this is Ty. Today I'm going to be talking about my three favorite ICOs for the month of September. I really like all of these. I can see a huge potential. Personally, I'm probably going to invest in all three of them. I never pay ICOs too close of attention. You can make a lot of money, but always take them with a grain of salt because there's just so many scams out there. So if you are going to invest in an ICO, make sure you do your due diligence and work, and don't take my word for anything. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not advising you to invest in these, but these are my three favorite for September. The first one is called Substratum. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I will call it Sub for short. So what that is a decentralized internet. And what Sub is going to do is going to pay people for hosting. So I can see a huge potential in this where you've got countries like China with the Great Firewall and Russia. Russia just released that it's banning all VPNs, and then China is actually banning all the VPNs. Um, Everybody is having to go through these VPNs to access the websites they want, and the whole country has got such a lockdown on censorship. And so censorship is a big key item right now where you can see actually Google and YouTube has been doing a lot of censoring. So it is getting worse and worse. And as that gets worse, something like this would have a huge potential. Um, you'd actually get paid to host websites. So they want, while it's decentralized, everybody's going to be hosting an internet. And so what the incentive is like you can run your computer while you're sleeping, while you're hosting sites, and then actually get paid. Right now, web hosting it's pretty centralized in the sense that there's not a whole lot of people out there that actually does web hosting. But anyways, I really like it. It's so far it's raised $5.14 million. It closes in 2.5 days. So definitely take a look at it and do some research. This isn't going to be real in depth. If you want to look at a real in-depth view of this, I would suggest you watch Data Dash. I like his channel. He does a really good job, but he kind of goes more into depth. He pays real close attention to the white papers. I'll link his video, and I would suggest you subscribe to him too, because he's real good at explaining things. So for my next one is Kin. I really like this, and this is probably the one I'm most excited about. I did a couple of videos earlier, so please check them out if you haven't seen them. But this is Kik's ICO, and what Kin is basically within that messenger currency. And so each Kik user, and Kik is huge, they've got over 300 million users. Each Kik user has the ability to make kin. So they can like start a group or a VIP group, and it costs 100 kin to get in. There's a whole lot of different ways, and then advertisers can pay kin to advertise. So I really am excited with this one. This is the first time a big company has came out with ICO, so it should be really interesting. Now, Kik, this isn't their first rodeo either. They in 2014 they had what's called Kik points, and it was extremely successful. And so they've definitely done their due diligence within checking the industry and knowing everything they need to release kin into their platform. Now, one thing you do need to keep in mind um, is only 10% of the coins are going to be for the ICO. So the other 90%, check out my other video and you'll see what happens to the other 90%. Those other 90% is not going to go into circulation right away, but it will over time go into the coin circulation. So just keep that in mind. They are looking to raise $125 million. You need to register 3 days before September 12th. If you're interested, I'd go ahead and register, I'm sorry. Now, this just came out a couple days ago. Apparently, they've already raised $50 million before their $75 million ICO. So there's a lot of people really interested in it. I think the $125 million will be just a piece of cake for them to raise. I'm really excited what's going to happen with this. I don't personally have Kik Messenger, but I'm going to get on Kick and just definitely check it out once it comes out, and I'll be investing in the coins as well. So take a look at that. This is probably going to be the biggest, definitely the biggest ICO for the month. The next one I'm pretty excited about is called ong.social. Don't get that confused with OMG, but it's ONG. Now, this is kind of a social platform like Facebook, and where there's no censorship, and it's kind of like Steam as well, where you can monetize on the content that you post. The ICO ends in a little over 11 days. Now, I did make a video over this too, so take a look at that video and kind of go more in depth into the UI and more in depth of their ICO. So they are trying to raise, it was about almost $80 million, which they go through these tier systems. I don't think there's, I said in my first video, I don't think there's any way they're actually going to even get through tier 1, because you got 11 days and you've got a little over 1 million tokens sold to the 17.5 million that's in tier 1. And I've been following it pretty closely. It's going fairly slow. So I'm guessing that they'll probably, after 11 days, they'll probably end up raising $8 to $10 million, maybe even less. That's just my guess. But if you're interested, I would take a look at that. I'll show you the interface. One thing I like about this is they actually do have a interface. This is my profile set up. I haven't done a whole lot with it, but there's so many ICOs that they come out and they don't even have a white paper, they have no beta, and then like it's worth $10 million. Like, oh hey, we'll have a beta in a year, and then we're working on the ICO, the white paper. So what I really like about them, they do have a beta, and this is their beta on it. It works really well. I like it so far. I haven't done a whole lot. I've posted like a few of my videos. I think I've got a few friends, but it's pretty clean. It's got the Facebook feel to it. I like the green, and it's pretty nice. I haven't done a whole lot on it yet, and it is still in beta, but I do like to see ICOs that actually have a product. I'm not saying we'll have a product in like a year. So like I said, these are my 3 favorite ICOs for the month. I'm probably most excited about Kin, and I think Sub could be just, if they deliver on what they're saying, it could be really game changer for a lot of people. And then also, you see, going back on Sub, you see so many people actually using their assets to make money. So like you've got Airbnb where they're using their house to actually make money, or Uber where they're making you're using their car to make money. So Sub is really cool where you can actually use your computer and make money by hosting a site. Now I know people are like, oh well, you can mine coins, but you really need a specialized miner to do that. Where else I believe that it's not going to be so intensive where anybody can really host a site. I don't know yet though. We'll see when it comes out, but definitely take a look at it, and take a look at Data Dash's his channel. I'll link it. He does a great job in kind of talking more about Sub. So these are my 3 favorite of the ICOs. If you have any questions on them, please comment, and I'd love for you to subscribe and like the video. I appreciate it.